What's up, geeks? My name is Joey, otherwise known as the Iron Cowboy Gunnerlang, back here on When Geeks Collide for, you guessed it, another DC Multiverse figure review. And today, as you can see, I'm going to be reviewing this Justice League Snyder Cut Darkseid figure from the McFarlane Gold Label Collection. Hot off the heels of our When Geeks Collide annual Christmas toy hunt, I found this at a GameStop, which of course we're not allowed to record at. However, this was a stellar find. It's absolutely rare, at least for me, to find anything close to this cool. I always liked Darkseid. I've always wanted a Darkseid figure. I would have preferred a comics accurate one, my personal preference. However, this figure is simply badass. The Snyder Cut Justice League's Darkseid could not be done better as far as movie adaptations go, in my opinion. So, I'm going to stop babbling because I just want to get this guy open. Holy crap, would you look at the size of this guy? I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, but I did grab one of my Superman action figures from the McFarlane collection, and it's a standard 7-inch scale, but look at this size difference. I mean, I don't even have Darkseid standing up perfectly upright, but just to eyeball it, I'm not the best at eyeballing these things, but just to eyeball it, I would say that it's got to be about 8 inches, maybe. But still, it's huge, just huge. Very, very cool. I did forego the box opening portion itself just to save a little bit of time. And we have here, as is standard with McFarlane's DC Multiverse figures, is a trading card. And this one has an image from, of course, the Justice League movie from Zack Snyder. This one's from a scene where he doesn't have his, top portion of his armor on. I'm pretty sure this was, in a past segment in the movie. And I'm not a big fan of that outfit. It just seems a little too far away from what you would come to expect from Darkseid to look like. But I did want a Darkseid figure, but I wanted to get one that has this full armor ensemble. It's in my opinion, it's very much the perfect marriage of a cinematically acceptable attire combined with comic book accuracy. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and read the back of this. And it's Armored Darkseid, of course, sourced from the Justice League Director's Cut film in 2021. Real name, and oh my god, I'm probably going to butcher this. I didn't even know this. Uxis, or Uxis. I'm so sorry. I'm ashamed I didn't even know that, so I'm not even going to attempt to know that. I'm not even going to pretend to know that I know how to pronounce that. But I am going to read the card. Anywho, the ultimate oppressor, Darkseid, lords over the nightmare planet Apocalypse, ruling through force and intimidation. One of the most powerful characters in DC Comics, the evil despot can shoot deadly rays from his eyes, known as Omega Beams. Seeking to eliminate all free will from the universe, Darkseid has conquered a multitude of worlds with his sights now set on Earth. Yeah, it's pretty much in a nutshell Darkseid's MO. Now, let's get a closer look at this guy, shall we? And look at his eyes, just for starters. Ominous, beady little eyes. Oh, and if you do get this and haven't got it yet, if you don't have this yet and do intend to buy one, I will give you a heads up. I don't know if it's just on my figure, but this back flap on the armor right here, it's kind of just held on by one slim piece of plastic right here. So be very careful. I'm going to be very careful not to do anything with that. And I have seen online with some people who have either version of Darkseid, as it does come with this spear-like weapon. It tends to apparently bend, kind of bow under just basically gravity over time. So I guess keep an eye out for that. But man, just look at this. The texture of the skin and the coloration is perfect because he does have very stone-like skin kind of texture, which is noted in the comics. His little headgear that he has on, that's absolutely perfect, in my opinion. I love that. His expression is perfect in terms of how Darkseid tends to look. I mean, the detail is... I say it almost every time. The attention to detail by McFarlane is absolutely outstanding. And while this may not be the most intricate of armor or costume designs that we've seen out of a McFarlane action figure, this is still extremely impressive. I mean, he's right down to every crease of muscle and crevice on the skin, every wrinkle or crease on the face, just incredible. So, well, a little off balance. Now let's go ahead, and this guy's heavy, so let's go ahead and give this guy the good old 360 treatment, shall we? All right, and there he is on, I recently just added this sticker to the 360 display, the official When Geeks Collide logo on our 360 display. I gifted one of those to Steve as well, so you'll be seeing a lot more of this exact 360 display on here. Branding is key. So, with everything said, as I've stated before on my reviews, I tend to factor in things such as my excitement factor for when I found it, the thrill of the hunt, basically. The articulation, the look, how accurate it is to the source material, how posable it is, all that stuff. And basically just how cool I think it is. So if I'm going to give this that... oh, and by the way, this is, just before I go any further, this is really impressive. This is a heavy figure. And this 360 display holds it no problem. Tried it out when it was still in the box, no problem. It says, if I'm not mistaken, it says it holds about up to 22 pounds. So no problemo there. Anyway, to rate this Darkseid, I would give it a it would be absolutely perfect if it had maybe, if I'm to nitpick, maybe if it had an accent color to be slightly more reminiscent of its comic book origin, like a little bit of golden trim, some red in the center of his chest where the Omega symbol would usually be outlined in yellow, but that's just me nitpicking. Otherwise, I am easily going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Like I said, damn near perfect. And that's all I can really say about it. I absolutely love this figure. I'm a huge fan of really big figures. No pun intended. Just for, especially with McFarlane, for how detailed he can make such a big figure and how articulate he can make them, like with the toes even. I know it's not a big deal, but the toes on big figures. Even some of the Dark Knight's metal figures I have, like the Devastator, which is like a Doomsday mixed with Batman. Massive, thick figure, but the toes still move. It's incredible. Anywho, like I said, 9.5 out of 10. And that's all I can say about this. I'm really stoked to have it. So, of course, as always, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter by looking for Gunnar Lang on Facebook and IC_Gunnar Lang on Instagram and Twitter. Or you could go to Horizon Comics with an X on Facebook or Instagram, and coming soon on Twitter to find my brand new independent comics company. My first project, Horizon Comics Spectrum, is out right now, available to you. All you have to do is hit me up and I can hook you up with a copy. Of course, When Geeks Collide, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram just by putting in When Geeks Collide. And while you're on Instagram, if you do go follow us on Instagram, check out Multiverse Legends. Steve Brown's figure photography page. Super, super cool. I cannot emphasize it enough. And Twitter, look us up at WGC Network. Also WGC Network on Anchor.fm for the podcast. Go to our mothership, as they call it, sunsetcrypt.com, where you can find articles and podcasts on horror, sci-fi, and really all manner of geekdom. Like and subscribe. Dislike if you want. That's fine too. We appreciate your feedback, and please leave your feedback in the comments. We do tend to get to every comment that we can. I'm pretty sure we've hit every single comment with a reply. So please let us know what you think. If you have one of these, if you've had any problems with it, or just how you like to display these things, anything. Again, thank you very much for watching, and always, geeks out.